Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio B, playing some more baseball tonight. Back to the season ticket baseball. Yeah, that's kind of been my landing spot. Although I have alternated a handful of games in this 79 season. But season ticket is the one that I've been playing, mostly offline too. Like so, I'll play online and then I'll play offline, and I really enjoyed that. Let me know if one thing I haven't done is I haven't done as I'm just getting everything set up here. I haven't done a slow playthrough of season ticket yet. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I didn't know if we really needed to because it's such a, I hate to say a simple game, but it flows so easy. Everything is here. Everything is right on the player cards. You really don't need any charts. There's a bunt chart maybe. The only time I dig into the directions is, again, for a bunt and just to kind of clarify something in the game. That's all. It's just if I need to clarify something in the game, I go to the rules just to make sure. But for the most part, this game just moves right along, and it's so much fun. So, but if you want, I can do a nice slow playthrough. If anybody wants, just let me know. Yeah, I have my Yankee hack. I dug it up out of the workroom over there. It's my workroom hat, so if it gets destroyed, I don't care. But I figured I'd put it on because of the game we have tonight between the Yankees and the Angels. I think this is one of the first times we've ever seen the Yankees here on my channel. It's a pretty big matchup here in 1979. I think we're at July 14th or 15th or something like that. And these two teams are leading their division. The Yankees have a 3.5 game lead. No, 1 game lead over Baltimore now. Baltimore, remember, started off really slow here, and they've surged now. They're in second place. There's a 1 game lead over from the Yankees over Baltimore. And the Angels having a 3.5 game lead over the Mariners of all teams. So the Mariners are nipping at their heels, and I played some Mariners games here. I'm trying to play everybody at least once here in some form, or game, But anyway, so we got the Yankees here on the channel. First time in a long time. And they're taking on the Angels. When I looked at the who was playing, I said, we got the first place teams. So let's go. The Yankees 55-35, and the Angels are 49-42. So let's get going here. We have Don Ossie, I think that's how you say his name on the mound, and Tommy John is pitching for the Yanks. So let me see. I need to get my first batter, which is Scott Brown. I wonder if he's any relation to the Scott Brown who plays in my hockey league. And why can't I find Scott Brown? Oh, tell me that I have a Scott Brown here. I don't have a Scott Brown. I have a Bobby Brown. Oh, it's Bobby Brown. It's not Scott. S is the switch hitter. off like a herd of thundering turtles here. It's Bobby Brown. Because I have everybody here. I'm like, I got to have him here. All right, so it's Bobby Brown, not Scott Brown. The S is for switch hitter. All right, so Ossie is a righty, and Tommy John's a lefty tonight. So Ossie's the righty, pitching against Brown, who is a lefty. Here we go, off and running in Anaheim. First place teams going at it. I have a 1-4-6, so that's going to be off the pitcher card. And a 1-4-6 is a base on balls. And so this guy is going to walk. He's going to get the Pantera walk. And so Bobby Brown, not Scott Brown, is on base. And that's going to bring up Thurman Munson, and he is right here. There's a lot of Yankees here. Notice I got like 5 pages of Yankees. Everyone else has 3 pages. The Yankees have 5. They had a lot of bodies that year. All righty, so Thurman Munson comes up. Brown, and let's see, what does Bobby get for speed? He's got a little bit of speed, but we're not going to send him. And Munson's bunting is terrible, so we're not going to bunt. We're going to just swing away. Munson with a 4.63 against the righty. 4.63. And, line drive to the shortstop. The runner at second is doubled off, but there's no runner at second, so it's just going to be an L6. So he lined that sharply right at Anderson. Anderson makes the catch as Philip Reynolds says, go Angels. Yep, I agree. But we're playing it straight up. We're just going to play this straight up as I like to do. It's funner that way. So now we have Greg Nettles. Where's my Greg Nettles? Bouncing back between the pages here. There it is, Greg Nettles. All righty, Greg Nettles up. And a 6-12, that's going to be a stadium check, and a 6-12 is a pop-up to second base. And Gritch makes the play there. Good evening, Mr. Rothman. I hope we all have a happy new year, too. That's what we're all hoping. All right, so 2 down now, and one of my favorite players, Reggie Jackson. I was watching ID play the other night, and there's this Reggie Jefferson that kept hitting home runs, and he started calling him Reggie Jackson by mistake. That's kind of funny. Yeah, RJL back with some more baseball here. I'm on a baseball kick. Yeah, and I am feeling better. Thank you so much, Philip. Yep, it's been about a week, so feeling much better today. Went to the gym today. Actually went to the gym, small workout, and then I walked the dog, so slowly getting better with that. Still slight cough here and there, but that's it. Steeler fan stopping by. Mr. Spiders win the other night. Steelers fan, Mr. Spiders win the other night. Oh, no. 681. Reggie Jackson with a 1++. And that's going to be a single, 2 bases on this one right here. Reggie Jackson smashes that one deep into the outfield. They're going to hold him to a single, but Brown will scoot down to third base. So already the Yankees with runners at the corners, 2 away, and it's Lou Piniella. Lou. Uh-oh, 663. And this is hit down to third base to Lansford. He's actually going to go to second on the play, so a G5-4. So Ozzie gets out of it, and the Yankees don't get anything. So we go to the bottom of the first. Tommy John on the mound, and it is absolutely nothing to absolutely nothing. Here we go. Tommy John to Bobby Grich, a 201. So it's a lefty versus a righty. A 201 is going to be a 401, and that's a walk. And that's the only time you really don't get the result off of a card is when you got to go from the pitcher card to the batter card, but it's one move. You don't even roll any more dice. So Bobby Grich is on. He's not a threat to steal. Connie Lansford, he's a 5-bunter. Connie Lansford's a 5-bunter. Do I dare? Grich doesn't have a lot of speed, though. That's the thing. And I would assume Munson is a fantastic catcher rating. Yeah, a 6-arm. Oh, forget it. Yeah. A 6-arm on Munson. Oh, boy. Grich's speed is only a 3. That's what concerns me. So he's got a 5 bunt. So if I wanted to bunt, I really need to get that to an 18. So I would need to roll 13, and that would be pretty tough to do. So we're just going to swing away. We're going to swing away. Here we go. Lance, after all the talk, he's going to get the sign to swing away. And a 291 against the righty off the Tommy John card. A 291 is going to be a 551. Oh, no. That's going to be hit. 551 is going to be hit down to Nettles. And that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. Would have been better off going with a bunt. So Nettles scoops that one up and around the horn DP. All right, so now we have Ford coming up. Dan Ford with 2 away and a 123 from Tommy John. And that's going to be nubbed down to second base. Willie Randolph scoops that up, and that ends the inning. So each team with runners on base and nothing to show. All righty. So we have top of the second here, Chris Chambliss coming up against Ozzie. Chambliss is going to hit lefty here, as he does. And a 5-19. Uh-oh, this is trouble. And this goes right off the pitcher. Ozzie boots this one. And that's going to be an error on the pitcher. Yeah, that 9. On a fielding check and a 9, that's usually an error. So Chambliss goes down to first, and now we have Spencer coming up. Jay Spencer. So this is Jim Spencer, and he is the first baseman tonight. Mr. Spencer is the first baseman. All righty. Chambliss, not a lot of speed, and Spencer's bunting is terrible, so I like to look early in the game. All righty, so we have a 306, and struck him out. Anything low 300s is usually a strikeout. So that's the first strikeout of the game. Ozzie sends him sitting, and now we got Willie Randolph. You can still hear Keith Jackson say, Willie Randolph. And Randolph has got a 5 bunt, but we're not going to bunt with 1 out. So Randolph swings away here. 5-42. Uh-oh, this is hit down to Bobby Grich. And he's going to turn the 4-6-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play. So each team getting double plays. And that'll retire the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the top 2 teams. It's Yankees and Angels here playing some season ticket baseball. And it's no score. So we have Donnie Baylor coming up. Donnie Baylor is the left fielder tonight. And the pitch. 1-1-1. And 1-1-1 turns into a 3-1-1. And a 3-1-1 is a low 300 strikeout. He struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Tommy John. So now it's going to be Brian Downing. He is the catcher tonight, Mr. Downing. He is the catcher. In a 157 off the Tommy John card. And it's a wild pitch, so it is going to roll again. Here's the pitch. 1-5-2. And it's going to be a single. So Downing fights it off and drives that into the outfield. And he'll be on first base. So with 1 away, Angels got a man on for one of my favorite players, Joe Rudi. I like Joe Rudi. I don't know why, but I've always liked Joe Rudi. So Joe Rudi comes up now with a man on, facing the lefty. A 5-1-8. Oh, this goes right back and up the middle for a base hit into center field. Now, Downing can try to stretch this, but with his speed of a 2, I don't think so. Brown out in center field. What is Brown out in center field? He's only a 1. Oh, so if Downing wants to try for third base, even though it's a speed of 2, he just needs to tie an 11. He just needs to get an 11 with 3 dice. I think he's going to try for third. So Rudi hits the single right past Tommy John up the middle. Downing with not much speed, but he's going to challenge the bad arm of Bobby Brown. So I need 9. Bobby Brown's got 1 plus 10. He's got 11. I got a 2. I need 9. Here comes the throw. It's my favorite part of the game. Here comes the throw to third base. And he got a 9. He's in there. Oh, it was close. It was close, but Downing's in there. A 9 and a 2 is 11. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He's just in there. So Rudi hits this one up the middle, and so it's going to be R1, 2 bases, and then center field. Is that right? Let's see here. Yep, on the third goes Downing. Wow. Love that. I love the challenges in this game. It really is. It's so much fun. They're always close. They're always close. I needed a 9. I got a 9. So first and third now for the not the pinch hitter, the designated hitter, Rettenman. Here comes Merv. Not Merv, the talk show host, but what was that guy's name? Merv Griffin show? Merv Rettenman comes up, and he's got runners at the corners. 1 away, and it's a 181. And a 181 is a bloop single. And a bloop single, everybody moves up a base. So that's going to put the Angels up 1-0 as Downing comes in to score. So it paid off. Taking third base seemed to really pay off here as he hit that one in the right field, because otherwise he'd only get 1 base. So the Angels take the lead 1-0 here on the Yankees. And now we have Willie Aikens. And he's not the Willie Aikens from 8 is Enough, I don't think. All righty. First and second, 1 away. Willie Aikens. And this is going to be a 281, lefty on lefty. 281, and that's going to be 5-4-1. Uh-oh, let's hit down to Willie Randolph. That's going to be a double play. 5-4-1. Yep, 4-6-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play. So they get one. They get Willie Mays Aiken, yeah. Willie Mays Hayes. Does anybody know who Willie Mays Hayes is? And so Angels take a 1-0 lead. So here we go. Every Red Sox fan's favorite Yankee, Bucky Dent, coming up. Bucky Dent. A 3-12 for Bucky Dent. Oh, just missed a strikeout. But he's going to fly that one into right field to Joe Rudy, who's in right field tonight, by the way. And he makes the catch. Coming up next is the top of the order. Yeah, Brown again. Remember I screwed that up? And I thought it was somebody else, but it is indeed Bobby Brown. So we have Bobby Brown here on this card right here. So Bobby Brown comes up. He is 0 for 1. For some reason he's got his Blue Jays hat on. He was not happy that day, so he wore a Blue Jays hat. A 379 for Bobby Brown. 379, and hits this down to second base to Gritch. And Gritch makes the play. One away. Incidentally, we had a couple of people chatting in Discord today, and a couple of people think we're picking up this game, so I'm happy to see that. This game needs some love. This game is really, really good. And again, if anybody is thinking about getting this game and wants me to do a slow playthrough of a couple innings, I can do that at some point too. It's a very, very fun game to play. Thurman Munson coming up. He is 0 for 1. And it's going to be a 2-5-4. Righty on righty, so a 2-5-4. Going to be a 5-9-4. Oh, 5-8-4. Hitting the center field. That should be a catch by Ford. 5-8-4. The 4 is low enough. Yep, there's going to be a catch out there. Oh, no, wait a sec. Is it? Oh, hang on a sec. Dan Ford is in center field today. So his range is only a 3. Oh, this is going to be trouble for Ford, who's not used to that. So if the 4 blue is greater than his range, which is a 3, that's going to be a hit. That's going to be a hit. And it's going to be a double on top of it. Holy cow. That's going to be a double. Because it's greater than his range. Yep, greater than his range. He's usually a right fielder, but he's in center field. Greater than his range, that's going to be a double center field. Wowzers. So that turned from a catch to a double just because of where he's playing. And Thurman Munson hits that one deep with 2 outs, and he's on second base. And Greg Nettles is coming up. Oh, boy, Yankees looking to tie this here in the top of the third. 6:22 is not going to get it done. It's going to be a ballpark check. He's going to pop that up the shortstop. Anderson with a catch. So the Thurman Munson double goes for a nut. And we go to the bottom of the third, where Anderson will lead us off here. Jim Anderson. All righty. Jim Anderson, a 103 off of Tommy John. That's going to be a 303, and that's usually a strikeout, and it is. Strike him out. That's a couple of strikeouts for Tommy John here. And now we have Bobby Gritch coming up. Bobby Gritch leading things off. He's 0 for 0. And here we go. 584. Hit in the center field. Brown going back. And he should probably make this play. Oh, boy, his range is 4. And he just makes the catch. Deep center field. Brown goes back. It just hauls that in. If that blue die was a 5, that's going to drop in. So we have 2 away. Carney Lansford coming up. 0 for 1. Oh, I moved my little thing here. Carney Lansford. A 558. This is hit down to Greg Nettles, and this is going to be trouble. And that gets by Nettles into left field. So, hot bat. Carney Lansford drives this by Nettles. Piniella gets that back in, and Lansford will take first base. Lansford's speed of 4, but he's going up against the arm of 6. Thank you, Dog Days. Yeah, my voice came back, so it's pretty good. Just in time. Starting next Friday, I got 4 days in a row of play-by-play, so I go another 10 days without a day off coming up. So get my sickness out of the way now. So do I want to steal and get gutsy here? There's 2 outs. I got a speed of 4. So I would need 12. I would need 12 to get into second base. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see if I can get the jump first of all. Oh, his hold is a 7. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Connie Lansford's steal is a 6, though. So I get a 6 plus this. I need 11. Nope, didn't get it. Didn't get it. And his pickoff is 2. Ooh, that was almost a pickoff. So he does not get the jump, so he's not going to go. I didn't think so. Didn't think so. All right, Danny Ford. 385 for Dan Ford, and that's going to hit down to third base, and he's going to go to second. G5-4 to end the inning. So after all that, Lansford did not get the jump, and he goes back. Reggie Jackson leading things off here. Reggie Jackson coming to the plate against Ossie here in the top of the fourth. 1-0 Angels. We knew this would be close. 271. That might be all right. 271. And yeah, that is hit to deep right field. Reggie Jackson sent this one deep. Joe Rudy back. Joe Rudy coming over. Looking up, and he makes a leaping catch. 20 is the only number. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 19. And he can't get it. He can't get it. A 20, he would have made the catch. Anything around a 20 is gone. Reggie Jackson, yep, with a 19 to right field, has just tied the game. Reggie Jackson goes deep. And the game is tied at 1-1. Oh, I put in the wrong field. That's all right. Actually, I'll fix that. I like having it done correctly. So that was F9. So Reggie Jackson, home run to F9. Yeah. Rudy looked up. Why does it keep going to Baylor? I put in F9, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, well. We're going to leave that one. That should be... Maybe I hit 7 again. I don't remember. I thought I hit 9. That's all right. So anyway, the game is tied at 1-1 on the home run. The Phil Rizzuto impression. Did I do that by mistake? Lou Piniella now. Oh, no. 691. And he's going to single. So with nobody out, the Yankees have tied the game. And now they've got some things cooking. Chambliss coming up. Piniella on. He's not going anywhere. Chambliss is not going to bunt. So here we go. I see the Chambliss. 215 to the lefty. And 415. 415 is 4-3. So he grounds it to Gritch. The only play is the first base, though. And there's one away. Piniella goes down to second. You would miss things all the time. I was just trying to figure out if that went all the way, and it did. All right, so we now have Spencer. Spencer coming up. He is 0 for 1. The go-ahead run at second base. Spencer, 357. And that is popped it up down to third base. And Lansford will make the catch, and Piniella goes back to second. So, it's going to be Willie Randolph. Willie Randolph. 0 for 1. 461. And a 461. He's going to pop this one up down to first base. Akins gets it, and that's that. But the home run by Jackson ties it up against his former team, or his future team. I forget where he went. I think it was A's. Was it A's? Indians or A's, Tigers, then Angels, then Yankees? I forget. I kind of got lost track. They're throwing up in the bullpen. Yes, they are. Don Baylor will kick things off. Can Don go deep to try to get this thing tied? Here we go. A 195, and that's going to be a bloop double. He's going to drop that in to right field. Jackson's going to pick that one up. It's going to get by him, and Baylor scoots down to second base. Downing coming up. Downing trying to get this in play to scoot Baylor over to third. 1-1 game. A 2-0-1 against the righty. And it's going to be a 4-0-1 on the Downing card, and that's a walk. So he walked them, so there's first and second, nobody out here in the fourth for the California Angels, and it's Joe Rudy, who watched that Reggie Jackson hit go flying over his head. All righty, Joe Rudy coming up now. Here we go. Tommy John delivers a 2-16 to the righty. And 2-16. Oh, 6-4-3 double play. So Baylor will go to third after all that, but we have 2 outs now, and it's going to be Merv Griffin Rettenman coming up. Let's see what he can get done here. Merv Rettenman, the go-ahead run on third. Can he get it into the outfield? Merv Rettenman, 398. 398. And he does. That's going to be a single. Rettenman drives that into the outfield, and the Angels take the lead. So getting Baylor to third was the key. It really was. And it's now 2-1 Angels. Dun, 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 dun. And Willie Aikens coming up now with a man on first and 2 away. Willie Aikens, a 185. And that's going to be a bloop single. And that's going to send 2 outs. That's going to send Rettenman to third. So a bloop single. Rettenman, who was off and running on the play, is going to go all the way down to third base. So it's first and third again, 2 away. And we have Jim Anderson coming up. Jim Anderson. He is the shortstop batting absolutely last. Tommy John in some trouble here. A 298. And this is a deep drive to left field by Anderson. Oh, he's going to get a power of 3. I need a high roll. Piniella going back. 7 and a 10. And that's going to drop. That's going to drop in a single 2 bases. Into left field. No, wherever it's going to go. That's going to drop in on a 10. And, oh boy, so the Angels now with another run in. And runners at the corners. So they're starting to hit Tommy John now. He didn't really have a chance for a home run, but, you know, he got the single. That's what you wanted. All righty, so now we have Bobby Grich coming up. 0 for 1. Bobby Grich, a 133, and he's going to fly this one into right field, and Reggie Jackson will make that catch over there. So, just like that, the Angels come back with a couple of runs in the bottom of the inning, and they lead this one now 3-1. All righty. Dave C. stops by. Good to see you, Mr. Dave. And now we have Bucky Dent coming. Just in time to see Bucky Dent. And a 582. This is going to be hit to Ford in center field. And that's going to be a catch with a 2. Remember the last time Ford didn't make the catch because it was he's usually a right fielder. He's rated lower in center field. Doug comes by. Thanks, Doug. Happy New Year to you, buddy. Playing a little baseball today. I took tomorrow off so I can play some more. I don't want to play. I got to get something besides baseball on the channel, but I'm in a baseball mood. I've been playing Season Ticket and Pocket Pennant Run and Payoff Pitch. I've been really enjoying all them. All right. So now we get Bobby Brown with 1 away. Bobby Brown, a 684. That's going to be trouble, and that's going to drop in for a single. So Brown is on. Good to see you game, Tommy Ball Game says. Yep. So Brown's on, and Thurman Munson coming up. Munson, he doubled the last time he was up, right? Thurman Munson? Yeah, 1 for 2 with a double. All righty. 1 away. Brown on first. A 435 for Munson. And a 435. Grounded down to shortstop, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. There's been a lot of double plays in this game, and that'll end the inning, or the top of the inning. So California coming up, and it's Carney Lansford, who's he's done absolutely nothing tonight. Boy, I got a tickle in my throat that won't go away. I'm going to grab a cough drop here. Hang on one second. Let's see if that'll help. I got a tickle in my throat that won't go away. All righty, so Carney Lansford, as we mentioned here. So we're in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 Angels. These are the top two teams, top in the East and the top in the West so far here. We're in like July 14th, 13th, 14th of 79. And these two teams are fighting off the competition below them. D. Scott Howard drops by. Good to see you, man. 458 for Lansford. And against the lefty, it's going to be a single. So Lansford slams one into the center field, and he is on. He's not really a threat to go, not with Munson. And we have Ford coming up. Dan Ford, he's not going to bunt. He's just going to swing away. They're starting to hit. They got 9 hits now as we're in the fifth on Tommy John. A 2-4-0. That's going to be off the Tommy John card against a righty. And a 2-4-0 is 4-6-3 double play. More double plays here than you can shake a stick at. And all the base runners are off the path now. John Baylor, he got a big hit earlier, went to third and scored a run back, I think in the fourth. 2-7-6 for Baylor. 2-7-6, and he's going to hit this one down to third base. And they'll get out of this one here without any harm. So we go to the sixth. Don Ossie now, he can actually take some fatigue right now. So I need to keep an eye on that. And I will. Greggy Nettles, Mr. Greg, 106. And that's going to be a 306. And low 300s are usually strike him out. It's only his second K of the day. Reggie Jackson, all he's done is home run for the only run of the game back in the fourth. He's 2 for 2. In theory, I can actually pitch around Jackson. There's a way to pitch around in the game. I haven't incorporated that into my gameplay yet. But if I wanted to, I could try to pitch around him. It gives him a lot of walks, but just takes away the deep ball. But I'm not going to do that right now. I still need to learn how to do that. A 104, and that's going to be a 304 for Jackson. Strike him out. So we didn't need to pitch around him that time. So a couple of Ks, and there's 2 away. How about that? It rhymed. Piniella. Oh, Pinella's on my top page here. Lou Piniella coming up here. 1 for 2. And we have a 539. Uh-oh, this is trouble. This is hit down to Akins. That's going to get right by him. Yeah, goes right off of his glove. And that's an error. 9s are usually errors on the infield, and 9s are usually singles in the outfield. So Piniella is on. Chambliss will come up now with 2 away, and he represents the tying run. Chris Chambliss, a 359 for Chambliss. 359, and he's going to hit this one down the first base. And Akins will take that all by himself, and that'll end the inning. Got a good one here, 3-1 Angels, as they take on the Yankees. Again, the top 2 teams in the American League going head-to-head. This could be a playoff preview, although the Orioles, off to a slow start. They're only 1 game back. So let's check today's games. And has Baltimore played? Baltimore is leading. I love this. This is so cool. Baltimore is leading Seattle in the bottom of the fifth, 4-2. So a Yankee loss here and a Baltimore win, and I believe they are tied for first place. I believe. I love that. That's so much immersion, having the out-of-town scores. I don't know. Just me. Maybe it's me. It's me. Brian Downing. 483. And that's going to be, oh, man, 483. He's going to hit this one deep. This is going to be a triple. Downing going deep. This is a triple as Piniella chases that into the gap. Now Tommy John, yeah, technically, like I said, he can go 6. I think the game likes to go. The inning it says stamina 6. In the 6, you can start getting tired. I let him go 6. That's just my kind of house rule. I don't know why. I just do. That way I don't have to keep changing pitchers. All right, so Joe Rudy coming up with some insurance on third base. He's got some Geico insurance down there at third base. Joe Rudy with a 401, and he's going to draw a walk. Uh-oh. Now Tommy John's in some trouble. And Joe Rudy's got no speed at all. So we have Merv Griffin Rettenman coming up. I think he got the job done before. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Yeah, Merv got it done. So let's see if he can get it done again. Absolutely nobody out. 3-1. Rettenman, 498. And this is hit deep into left field, just like it was the last time. He's just got no power, though. Deep in the left, Piniella coming over. 8 and 3 is 11, and that's going to be 2 bases. And Rudy can try to score. He's only got a 2, though. He's only got a 2, so it's going to be a double. Rudy has the option of scoring. Piniella's arm and left. Oh, it's a 5. So he's got a 15, and Rudy's only got a 2. So I would need to roll 13 on these dice to score. I think with nobody out, we're going to hold. I think with nobody out, we're gonna freeze, right? So we're just going to go double into left field. How about that? As Al, Red Sox fan, stops by. Al did a very admirable job yesterday, pinch hitting on Digital to Dice. And got a lot. We got a lot of comments on the show about the topic of the show. Some people thought that was a really good topic to talk about. So we're slowly getting some feedback on yesterday's show. So thanks for Al for filling in. And so Rettenman with a double. He's 3 for 3 today. He's on fire, as they say. So now Tommy John's in a little bit of trouble here in the 6th. I'll give him another batter, see what he can do, but then we got to go to the bullpen. So it's going to be Akins now. Akins is 1 for 2, and there's runners in scoring position with nobody out and already 1 in. And the Angels lead 4-1. A 306 for Akins, and he struck him out. That's just what the doctor ordered. So Tommy John getting the strikeout, and now we have Anderson coming up. Anderson, 517. Uh-oh. Oh, Tommy John comes up with it. A 517. Tommy John makes a nice play, but his only play is to first. So it's a G1-3. So Tommy John snares it. His only play is to first. Rudy comes in. Rettenman goes to third. And it's another run for the Angels. And it's 5-1 California. And I think, well, with 2 outs, I'm going to see if he can get out of the inning because then you don't burn out the bullpen. So Tommy John is going to stay in here. He can get through 6. 5-1. It's 11 hits. He is getting rocked a little bit. 324 for the Grinch. And a 324 struck him out. So he gets out of the inning, but I don't think we're going to see him back in the 7th. That was right around when the Orioles pulled away. It's funny you say that midlife crisis because in my replay, the Orioles were way under 500 when I started the season. I played a lot of Orioles games, and they were losing. I'm like, these guys went to the World Series. Well, they've put it together. Again, I've let the game simulate most of them, but they've put it together. And they're back now chasing the Yankees now. And we'll check on that score now. It's still top of the 6th now, 5-2 Baltimore. So, again, a Yankee loss and a Baltimore win. And we have a tie in the American League East. got off to a bad start in real life, too. Well, it's good to see that the game is actually kind of mimicking real life to a certain degree. I kind of like that. All righty, so the Yankees come up in the 7th. They trail 5-1 now. It is Spencer. And Ossie is a 1-1-9. It's going to be a 3-1-9 and fly ball into right field. And Rudy's going to make the catch, one away. So now we have Willie Randolph coming up. Here was Willie Randolph. There he is. So Willie Randolph coming up with one away. Ossie's still on the mound here. He can get fatigued at any time. A 149, and that's going to be a walk. And he's going to be tired. So Ossie, I got to put up my little note here that he is tired. So he's now has one. So there's a lot of action in the Angel bullpen right now. And it's a 452 for Bucky Dent. 452. And that's going to be hit down to second base. And the only play is the second. And they'll get one. So now there's two away. And Bobby Brown coming up. There he is, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown against Ossie. Dent on first base. Six. Oh, no. Deep drive into center field by Brown. But he's only got a power of one, though. Deep drive. Ford going back. A 14 into center field. And he makes the catch. Ford going back somehow. Makes the catch before the wall. And Brown sends a long one. All for naught. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. And we got to bring in now a pitcher for the Yanks. And I got to go to my bullpens over here. Here's my bullpen. All right, so let's see what the computer has for me. So we have, now again, I don't know these guys, so don't be getting all upset with me if I pick the wrong guy. Now, Gossage is the closer, so I don't want to bring in him. So Ken Clay, Ron Davis, they're both tired. Ken Clay is good, and Don Hood is also good. No, but he's got to pitch in a few days. So I think Ken Clay is going to be the guy I'm going to bring in. So I'm going to bring in Ken Clay because he's the only guy that doesn't show any fatigue on here. And I really like that. I really like how this game shows you who's a little tired. It really helps me try to be fair and decide who to bring in so I don't bring in somebody that's too tired. Alrighty, so Ken Clay will come in and he will pitch. Yeah, I did. I sort them over here by long and rotation. So Ken Clay will pitch. But when they're orange or red, that means they're tired. So I try not to bring in that. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But that's what I do. And I've been doing that consistently. So Connie Lansford will lead us off here as Ken Clay comes in the pitch. And we have a 371 for Connie Lansford. And that's going to be a single infield hit. So he hits us down to Nettles. Nettles knocks it down, but his long throw is not in time. Yes, I always sort I sort by long and reliever and then rotation or whatever it is. And then I try to see who's red and orange and avoid them if I can. And then I look to see who's in the rotation at the bottom. I almost went with that Don Hood, but he had to pitch in 5 days. So I kind of didn't want to bring him in. I still could because he hasn't pitched for a few games, but this Clay guy seemed to be the freshest, and I like fresh. All right, Dan Ford coming up with Lansford on first. 5-1 our score. Dan Ford is 0 for 3. He's 0 for 3. Lansford has a 4, but Clay's hold is a 4. Let's see if I can steal. I like stealing. So we got a 14. We got to beat a 14. So I got what did I say? It was Connie Lansford was a 6. So I got to beat a 14 here. 6 and 6 is 12, so he gets back. And there's going to be no steal on this play here. So Ford is going to swing away. 193 off of Ken Clay, and that's a bloop single. Drops that one in, and Clay is having trouble molding things here. And it's now 2 on and absolutely nobody out, and it's Don Baylor. You don't want to be facing Don Baylor right now, but he has to. He has no choice. Don Baylor in a 5-1 game looking to add to it. Can he arsonist Clay? Is that who it was? Was he on fire? Donnie Baylor, Kenny Clay, 126. That should be good for the pitcher. And, yeah, hit in the left field, shallow. Piniella makes a catch, 1 away. Downing's had a good game, 2 for 2. Downing, a 272. So it's righty on righty, 272. And, that's hit to deep left field. Downing got a hold of that. He's got a power of 6. Deep left field, an 8. And single, 2 bases. And the batter can try a speed of 2. No, just a single, 2 bases. How about that? So he hits that one into the outfield. Brown cuts it off in left center. Lansford scores. Ford to third, and the Angels tack on another one here at home. It is 6-1. Not that I'm rooting for anybody, but. So Clay in some trouble here. Clay can give me 2 innings before he gets tired. Oh, boy. So now it's going to be Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy against Clay. 1 away. 253. This might be good. 253. And that is, against a righty, is a fly ball into right field. 253. Yep, right field. So no damage done there. Not deep enough. Ford has to hold. Jackson comes in to make the catch. And it's Rettenman coming up. Rettenman's had a monster day. He's my MVP right now. 3 for 3, 3 RBIs. This guy's done it all at the plate. Here we go. Clay to Rettenman. 277. And this is hit deep. Rettenman coming through again. Deep drive into left field. Piniella racing over. We got a 3. He's not very powerful. Racing over with a 12, 13. Makes the catch. Oh, Piniella got there. Just getting there in time. So Piniella makes the catch to end the inning, but Rettenman was nearly 4 for 4 and broke this game wide open. P-Jet stopped by. Good to see you, bud. Happy New Year to you. So we have Thurman Munson coming up here at the top of the 8th. Ossie's still on the mound, but he's got a 1. He's got a 1 fatigue. 371 by Munson. And that's a single, and that's going to be it for Ossie. We don't want to have him too tired. So who can we bring in here in the 8th? So let's go to the Angels pen. And let's see here. So I'm going to sort these. So Clear, I think, is the closer. Eddie and Barlow, they're not doing much. Eddie and Barlow. Here's Barlow right here. Let's see. I want someone who doesn't have that big of a Steve Eddy, 297. Yeah, Steve Eddy. Steve Steady Eddy is coming in. That's who we're going to do. So Steve Steady Eddy coming in to pitch. Ossie does a decent job. All righty. Come on, Mr. Steady Eddy. Let's get this done. All right, Eddy coming in. 1 on, 1 out. Munson's on. Nettles at the plate. It is 6-1. Here we go. Eddy to Nettles. 5-16. And that's a single up the middle. Munson will stop at second. There's no sense getting thrown out. So, Steady Eddy not getting it done. And, of course, it's Reggie Jackson. Oh, man. Reggie Jackson steps in. He's already got a home run. 659. And that's 5-4. So ground ball to third. The only play is the second, so they'll get one out. And now we got runners at the corners. So Eddie in some trouble here with one away. And it's Lou Piniella coming up. In a 6-1 game in the eighth, Yankees making their move. 349 for Piniella. And hits it down to third. It's a 5-4-3 double play. We haven't had a double play in a while. Carney Lansford turning the trick. And we go to the bottom of the eighth. So Eddie gets out of the jam. All right, Ken Clay is still on the mound here. He's still holding steady for me. Clay is pitching now to Akins here in the bottom of the eighth. We have a 279 off of Clay. And, yep, that's what I thought. Against a lefty. Akins going deep to right field. Power of 8. This has a chance. Reggie Jackson heading over towards the bullpen. 9 and 8 is a 17 in right field. And this is gone. Just out of the range of Reggie Jackson. So let's see this. Home run to 9, right? Home run, fielder 9. Did that go up there? Yes, it did. That worked this time. Willie Aikens, a single solo shot into the bullpen over there. Reggie Jackson almost had that one. And it's now 7-1. Yeah, that's a nice big hit there by Willie Aikens. So he's 2 for 4, that Willie Aikens. A 467 for Anderson against a righty. And that's not going to be good. That's going to be a strike him out. So that's the first strikeout for Ken Clay since coming in. So now we got Bobby Grich with one away for the Angels. Bobby Grich is, 0 for 3. Bobby Grich not having a good day leading off. And 5-6-0. Oh, that's going to be an out. Yeah, it's going to be hit right down to Dent. And nice easy play. Any zeros or ones are usually easy outs and double plays. Carney Lansford coming up. Had to get the guys out when holding a gas can in one hand. Yeah. Yes, he was. 384 for Carney Lansford. And that's going to be, pumps it up to first base. And that'll retire the side. Here it is, top of the ninth. Eddie's going to start, and then we'll take it from there. Chris Chambliss coming up. Eddie deals to Chambliss. 353. And 353 is 3-6. So it's just going to be a ground ball down to first base. Aikens has it one away. And they're standing on their feet here in California. 2 outs away from a big win over the Yankees. Spencer comes up. This is Spencer. He is 0 for 3. 645. And that's going to be fly ball into center field. Ford, plenty of room, makes the catch. Aikens was the guy that couldn't hit a triple, huh? Did not know that. Does he have a triple on his card? No, he doesn't have a triple on his card. I don't know if we could get one off the pitcher card. I'm not really sure. All right, Willie Randolph is the last hope for the Evil Empire. Steve Eddy trying to lock it down here in the ninth. 7-1. The pitch to Randolph. A 2-17 off the Eddy card. 2-17, 4-17. And he walked him. Ooh, just missed the outside corner. The Yankees are still alive. Bucky Dent now. Bucky Dent trying to keep it going. A 256. And this one is hit down to short, and that will end it. And that ends our game. So, 2 triples and 2,800 appearances. So the final score, it is the Angels 7 and the Yankees 1. So let's take a look at our standings. I'm going to come off camera here, and we'll take a look at our box score here. So Ozzy goes 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, and he will get the win as Merv Retman, leads California's offense. Yep, I like the little newspaper headlines here. That's kind of cool. Here's our box score here, 7-1. Angels never trailed in this game. It was tied in the 4th, and then all of a sudden they got 2 at the bottom of the 4th to really open it up. Jackson got a home run, his 14th, and Aikens got a home run, his 13th in this game. Tommy John went 6 innings. Don Ossie went 7 innings, and that's kind of how that all looked. The little extended box score looks like this for anybody interested. You can freeze frame that if you want. I always like the scorecard. I like seeing what happened in the inning. That's one of my favorite things, and that is that. So let's go back now, and I'm going to back this up like I always like to do, and let's see how the Orioles did. We forgot to check back in on the Orioles. So let's go to our score. And the Orioles hung on for the win, 5-4. So the Orioles, I believe, they have tied things up. Go to our standings. And yes, the Orioles now and the Yankees are tied for first place in the East, with the Tigers right behind them, and then the Sox 4 games back. Over here, the Angels extended their lead because the Mariners lost. Right, the Mariners lost to Baltimore. So that was an interesting game. We had the top 2 teams and then the second-place teams playing. So that's kind of what happened over here. It was a good one by us. He always had arm problems. He was always all or nothing. Well, he was all this week. So, all right, so this is where we stand. We have California with a big win, increasing the lead over Seattle, and now Baltimore and New York are tied over here. So the next time they play, I think I might play the whole series with those guys. That could be kind of fun. And down in the National League, the Pirates are the huge lead over the Expos. They're crushing them over here, and the same with the Reds. They're running away with it over the Dodgers. I always like to look at streaks. The Tigers had won like 8 in a row and climbed back into this thing, so they were on fire for a while. The A's have lost 5. The Mariners have lost 3, which is too bad because they were chasing California. And that's about it. So let's go back to Studio B. Fun time. Season ticket baseball. So much fun. Oh, my gosh, this game is so much fun. So anyway, thanks for everybody for tuning in here early on a Friday night. I'm going to probably play some games offline here, but needed to get something in today. Who knows? If I can't sleep, maybe I'll come on in the wee hours tonight and see if anybody's up and wants to kind of hang out and see what's going on. But anyway, New Year's Eve tomorrow night. I don't know what I got going on. Probably not a lot. I think she wanted to make up for the Christmas Eve that we missed because we were sick, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, hey, everybody, hey, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, maybe we'll catch you later on tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. But you guys have a good night. And again, the final score, California Angels 7 and the New York Yankees 1. We'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.